Call this meeting of the Upshur County Board of Education to order. First order of business is to stand and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dr. Almond, could you give us the...
Sure. The mission of the Upshur County Schools is to provide academic preparation, social responsibility, employability, and a desire of lifelong learning.
Thank you. Please let the clerk note that all members are present with the exception of Mr. Martin. Item 4, the approval of the agenda and/or agenda adjustments.
You have included some adjustments to the personnel items under I.
Do I have a motion to accept the presented agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Second?
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item 5, acknowledgements and/or announcements. Upshur highlights.
I do have a few things I'd like to share with the board. First week of school went pretty well. Minor things, as I was telling Dr. Samples, you always get all those little things that drive you crazy. But overall, it went very well. Didn't lose anybody. They all made it home. And the numbers, also that leads into the enrollment. As of the end of the week, we were 27 students there, which isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of the week, I was starting to fret, but the numbers weren't exactly accurate the first day. So, but by the end of the week, we were only on 27 down. I would also like to read something from Jeremiah Smallridge, our choir teacher at the high school. He wanted to let the board know that Sean Kreitz, who came to sing to you, has been selected to the All-National Choir.
Wow.
He will represent Upshur County in West Virginia and Florida in November. He is one of 300 students nationally to receive this honor. He will be contacting the paper to let them know. And at some point we'll let him come in and say, you guys can praise him. And maybe he'll even tell us about the trip. Also, Mrs. Nesselrow wanted you to know that 3 of our schools received the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Grant. Rock Cave, Buchanan Academy, and French Creek. So between the 3 of them, they got about $40,000 for the grant. So I'm happy about the enrollment. I was kind of worried, but looking good.
Is that an average? I mean, we usually
last year
up or
I think it
down
was
about that
30.
many? Okay. All right. Financial information.
Sorry, I got all choked up here. We're about through the 60-day period after the close of the fiscal year for last year. And we decided today we're done paying bills for last year. I'm still expecting some additional revenue, and we can include last year. Once I get that, I can start working on the financial statements for last year. For some reason, the grant award process for this year has slowed down because there's some new software being used at the State Department that's slowing the process down. So hopefully we'll get that moving again here soon and get like the one, and especially have another federal grants approved before too long.
Okay.
We're a little bit behind last year in the process. But that's all I have.
And there's nothing there are no finances to approve. Okay. All right. We have item 8, the consent agenda, the collaborative agreements with the Upshur County Board of Education for the pre-K centers. I'd like to take these one at a time for voting.
Okay.
We can do that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And the out-of-county request, which is your attachment E. So I'm going to take these separately. Do I have a motion to accept number 1, the Child Development Center of Central West Virginia.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Abstaining?
Aye. Wonder why.
Number 2, do I have a motion to accept Child Development Center Mountain Cap Inc.?
So moved.
Sorry.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Allen Nursery, do I have a motion to accept that?
So
So-
moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And number 4, Kids Are Kids, can I have a motion for that one?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And the out-of-county attendance request, motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. No, that was 4 weeks. All right, next item on the agenda, the approval of the pre-K calendar for 2017-18. That's your attachment F. Do you have anything to say about that, Mr. Williams?
It's just the normal, with the Fridays that they take off for since the teachers don't have planning periods every day. And they're going to have 144 contact days.
And that's the required amount?
Yes.
Okay,
Actually, it's a little bit over what's required.
okay. Even better. All right, do I have a motion to accept the pre-K calendar as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Policies that you have for your review, attachment G, the second reading of the proposed revised policy 5026.
I don't believe we've had any
Personal leave
comments.
program.
No, it has gone out for comment, but we haven't received any.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I should have done a better job trying to explain that at convocation. Should have made George come up and do it. But I think after I did it a second time, it came out a little bit better.
Could you remind administrators that the policy's up, if anybody wants, for them to remind their staffs, if anybody wants to comment?
Sure.
Just,
It's usually put in at the front of the office and,
I know, but it's,
I know.
teachers are busy
I
first
know.
couple weeks of
Okay.
school, so just remind them.
yeah.
They share it and they usually forward it to our staffs
Okay,
electronically.
okay. Item 11, correspondence and information.
No, we gave it to you.
All right. Item 12, proclamation for library card sign-up month. That would be your attachment H, and I believe we have somebody here.
Mrs. Westphal, who was on, she is the county's.
Somebody.
Somebody. She's the library representative for the Board of Education for the public.
Would you like to
library.
say anything?
Well, I'm just curious if you have library cards, and if you don't, because I just left a board meeting from the library. I have registration forms if you would need that.
I have a library card.
So, thank you for supporting our library at the high school, the middle school, and Upshur County Public Libraries. So I know that a large chunk of funding goes to help them, and we certainly appreciate it. So I'm excited to have the September to be with this proclamation. And I've also asked that they go into elementary schools during PTA, and try to get some more library cards to young people so we can get books in the hands of our young people as soon as possible.
I do know that at some schools, I don't know that they always, but kindergarten or first grade, they do a library visit. They still do that?
Then you do, yeah.
So many of them, so that's great.
Thank you.
I would also recommend maybe if you had a table or something, like since Imagination, since they're at the Children's Festival now, like signing up, maybe you could get a table at the Children's Festival since there are so many families going through there. That might be another good place to just put out more forms.
That would be in September, I think. it's in
September 16th.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to read this proclamation. Whereas a library card is the most important school supply of all, and whereas libraries play an important role in the education and development of children, and whereas library programs serve students of all ages, from early literacy to homework help to GED classes, and whereas librarians lead the way in creating inclusive spaces for students of all backgrounds to learn together, and whereas libraries continue to transform and expand their services in ways that meet the needs of the communities they serve, including making digital technology and information equally accessible to all. Now therefore, be it resolved that I, Dr. Tammy J. Samples, President of the Upshur County Board of Education, do hereby proclaim September Library Card Sign-Up Month in Upshur County, West Virginia, and encourage everyone to sign up for their own library card today. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Upshur County Board of Education to be affixed. Done at Buchanan, West Virginia, this the 22nd day of August 2017.
Very official. Very nice.
I maybe should have proofread that before I started reading it out loud.
Since we have call.
You said-
Yeah. Just give it to Mrs. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me.
Thank you for the hard work that you do, Ms. West. Next item on the agenda is personnel. You have that as your attachment I. We have everything filled.
No.
Okay.
Well, right now, we're still have a number of positions that have substitutes in them for now. So we're working, we're recruiting. I know we had one position where we have to get an interpreter, sign language interpreter. We actually got somebody with the certification, which is like, could not believe it.
Great.
How lucky we were at that. But we still don't have a math teacher, and a couple special ed, I believe. Those are the two areas usually the hardest.
All right. Do I have a recommendation or a motion to accept this recommendation by the superintendent for personnel?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Thank you. Delegations, public comments? We had none. Board member comments?
Well, I'd just like to say I appreciate all the hard work to kick off another school year. Sounds like it's very successful so far.
So far, so good.
I went out to French Creek and helped with morning duty in the lunchroom. I opened a lot of cartons of milk.
Those little ones.
You
I
can
thought-
tell the kindergartners.
Yeah.
Can you open this? Can you open this?
Imagine when we had the pouches.
I taught during the time of the pouch.
I did a lot of pouches as a principal.
Yeah.
The milk came in a pouch and you had to stick the straw. It was bad. It's bad.
And I want to thank everyone and Mr. Wager and staff for putting together such a great opening convocation. It was so wonderful to see everyone together and to be able to celebrate the good work of all of our employees. So thank you for putting together a very nice program.
I have odd comment to me. A little child asked, can I take naps at pre-K or K? And I said yes, and then someone else said no.
Pre-K they do.
Pre-K, you can take naps, okay. Well, good. Okay.
But not in kindergarten.
Not kindergarten.
They did away with it.
Working in kindergarten.
We're gonna work, we're gonna learn.
Kindergarten is not an academic grade.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, of course, when I didn't have kindergarten or pre-K, but when I started first grade, giving up the nap was the hardest thing I did. Right after lunch, I tell you.
I still like to take one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was on the side of the little child, but I'll go with the policies.
All right, the next meeting date is September 12th, 2017 at 7 PM at Rock Cave Elementary. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are now adjourned.